So the Wales team is out to face France, and again, a bit of a scattergun from Warren Gatland. I'm not 100% sure what he's trying to do, so let me know if you think you're working it out. I think the front row, I guess, makes some sense if you want to have the best scrummaging front row. A first start for Henry Thomas, who maybe is the better scrummager between him and Nazarati, possibly. Then we have Lloyd getting his first start, and I thought he might go for D for some experience, but might as well have a go for the 23-year-old to see if he is the next hooker for Wales. Who knows? The guy behind Lake. So it's a bit of a punt, but I can kind of see it, I suppose. In the second row, it was always going to be Rowlands and Jenkins. We weren't really going to see Teddy Williams. Schwinzer isn't in there at all, which isn't really a surprise, I suppose. It hasn't been amazing for Wales or for Exeter, so that's fair enough. Now, in the back row, I did wonder if we'd see a move for Wainwright to 6 and Faletau to 8. I don't know on the fitness of Faletau or if they're just going for the younger players there. Botham 6, Morgan 7, Wainwright 8. It is a very balanced back row. Botham's physical, he's tall. Wainwright's a good all-rounder. Morgan is a fantastic ball-carrying 7. So it's pretty decent, I guess. Is it going to be good enough against the French? Not too sure. Thomas Williams was always going to start at scrum half, who's on red-hot form, of course. But on the bench, I was a little bit surprised to see Rodri Williams there instead of Bevan, because Bevan had been preferred by Gatland in the past, so that's a bit of a demotion. One of the biggest talking points is preferring Ben Thomas at 10 over Dan Edwards, just because Thomas normally plays 12 for Cardiff. I know he has played 10 for Wales a couple of times, but then he was moved to 12, so I thought that maybe they go with Edwards as the guy leading them forwards, but he's on the bench and we will see him. But is Thomas the man that Gatland wants? It's still rather confusing. He's sticking with the veterans in the centre, which I thought he probably would actually, of Tompkins and Watkin, ignoring Eddie James, ignoring Joe Roberts, so going back to the tried and tested. But I must say, probably historically, it is one of the weaker centre partnerships for Wales. The back three of Adams and Liam Williams looks pretty good there. Rogers is very fast. He's the guy I thought was going to come in, but Williams isn't quite what he was. So the whole back line really isn't the best. You know, the team, it is weak. It's a weak team. Let's just say it how it is. They're going to be massive underdogs, but sometimes that means you've got nothing to lose and you turn up a really good performance. Freddie Thomas is the guy who's backing up the second row on the bench. Tommy Raffel was probably always going to be the backup back rower on the bench as well. Then Williams, then Edwards, and then Blair Murray, an all-rounder at 23. So is this a Welsh team to excite you? For me, not really, to be honest. Is Warren Gatland just scattergunning around, trying to find combinations that work? Not overly sure. Let me know what you think of it, what you'd have gone for. Pop all those comments below, and I'll catch you next time.